Well, hello and welcome one and all. This, of course, is our coverage of one of the major rivalries on the peninsula, the Derby of the Sun. Napoli and Roma, who have traditionally shared an identity in that they were the first of the successful teams to come out of the central, the southern regions of Italy. It was a rivalry, originally an amicable one, until the recent past, as both clubs went through their cycles and phases and things at times began to sour. It does always show that even in the football world, the margin between love and hate can be separated by a very, very fine line. Now known for being one of the most bitter and hotly contested of all Italian games, it promises to be an explosive affair. Truly, this is a capital venue fit for a truly capital club, which Roma, of course, are. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep it.
Politano! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Paredes. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker, Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal. He has a lovely first touch, and at the same time he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines, and it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game. The complete package.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Cristante. And now the breakaway. Belotti. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Aouar. He is through here. And the shot! That is produced there, the crispest of hits.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Good pressure, no shortage of purpose here. Zielinski. Aouar. Diego Llorente powering forward here. And it's Dybala. No goals as yet. And Dybala! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Oliveira. Kvaratskhelia. He's got away. He's looking to set free a runner. And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Zielinski deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Cristante aims beyond the defence. Now it's Belotti. Out to the right. Aouar tries a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Aouar is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Roma with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Up to meet it! Goal! Roma! There is the breakthrough! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Ha segnato al 28esimo minuto numero 11.
Roma break the deadlock.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
And that is expertly dealt with. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. That was a given. It always was.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Gol per la Roma. Ha segnato al 31esimo minuto numero 21.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
The less said about that pass, the better. And it's gone back to the keeper. Roma have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Lobotka. Oh, good spread.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Well, he had a really good run at goal there, but the defence just weren't going to let him past. Zalewski. Now that looks a decent ball. In with a header! Harmlessly behind.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Lobotka. Oliveira. That's a throw. He's looking unstoppable. He's left his man. And they can counter here. Fiddles it through. Dybala in acres of space out wide. Bellotti looking to run onto it. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Zielinski can get it clear. And the half-time whistle goes. How would you review the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Roma sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Recandosi al box informazioni dello stadio, riceveranno un simpatico omaggio.
So off we go once more. And it's Juan. Zielinski. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. It's loose now and they want to get it back. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Di Lorenzo. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Interesting. Decent hit! That That's a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Napoli can counter promptly here. Looking for options for movement. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Big chance! Dybala gets flagged offside. Roma can now introduce the first of their substitutes. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Sostituzione per la Roma. Numero 11. Viene sostituito con il numero 9.
Juan clears it out of harm's way. He could be in here. Face to real chance, and it's there. And they are pulling clear here.
Roma clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Gol per la Roma. Ha segnato al 58esimo minuto. Numero 21.
A case now of complete control. And that's gone loose. Lobotka.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And the counter-attack could be on now for Roma. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's played. He's had a shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Dybala is herring after that one. Defenders on the back foot, and he welcomes it in. Massive leap! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Just eases him off the ball. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No way through, so back it comes. And how did he not make it for?
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Towering header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Osimhen. Roma have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Played out to the left flank, and there's green grass ahead of him. Zalewski! Great football, shot and save.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Paredes. Spread out to the left. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Aouar concedes a free kick for that.
Sostituzione per la Roma. Numero 59, numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 37. Il numero
Ramani.
7.
Oliveira. Kvaratskhelia. It's Lobotka. And it's Juan. Di Lorenzo. Good spot, he's seen the run. Now it's Pellegrini. Goes in for the header! Great defending, strong and determined. Al-Sharawi. Roma looking to pass their way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Politano. Osimhen. Oh, the shot could be on here. Shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. And he whips it, and again! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And it's been taken straight back. Now it's Dybala. Paredes. And here's Dybala. Zielinski. Zanoli. And that will be the final act. Roma always looked the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the result. The end of the game. Reflections?
Roma made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always about form, it's not always about class or style, it's about pride, and they showed loads of that. Their attitude was spot on today.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.